Hey guys, Danielle here, the Lady Food Boss. Again, thank you so much for joining me today on my first ever live event. I don't know if you saw in the comments, but I am going to be making my infamous chicken Alfredo, which anytime someone comes to my house and they want to have dinner, they always request my chicken Alfredo, which is to die for. So I'm that girl that goes out to lunch or dinner, and chicken Alfredo is my #1 meal that I always order. And you get it, and it's usually either the Alfredo sauce tastes like warm salted milk, which is disgusting because I hate milk, or I get it and it's so good, I just want to drink it with a spoon. So I took a couple of different recipes and I actually put them together, and I made a quick and easy way to make delicious chicken Alfredo at home. So let's get started. All right, I am gonna bring you over here and we are gonna do this together. Let's get this set up just perfectly. All right, I have one of these fancy ovens and I have to push button everything. So we're gonna get that started. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Alfredo pot ready. All right, usually I start it on medium heat. So I'm just gonna let that heat up just a little bit. And then we are gonna get this going. So I am actually gonna put in a little bit of fresh garlic. I'm not gonna use all of the garlic here because I'm actually gonna use some over here with the vegetables. So let's just get a little bit of fresh garlic in here. I love garlic. I don't think you can ever have enough garlic when it comes to this stuff. I'm also gonna put these are little tablespoon slices that I made. I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of butter in there, and let's just go ahead and get that melted down. So this is just gonna take a couple seconds. Let's turn the heat up just a little bit. All right. And like I said, if you have any questions, just put them in here. My husband's gonna be watching it for me, and I will answer anything that you have. One thing that when you are making Alfredo sauce or you're cooking with butter or milk products or heavy cream, you cannot just leave it. You have to stand here. You kind of have to stir it a little bit because you do not want a scorched sauce or it tastes disgusting. So we are just getting this melted down. And then I am actually gonna go ahead and put in the cream cheese. So I did 3/4 cups of cream cheese. And this is what's gonna give it that creamy, thicker sauce. So we're just gonna kind of put this in a little bit at a time because you want it to melt down. And I will show you in just a second kind of how this is going. I can already smell the garlic flavor. So if you're thinking about cooking this for dinner tonight, just know your house is gonna smell fabulous and your family is gonna think you are just hot to trot. All right, let's get that going. Let's put the rest of this cream cheese in here. Alexander, my little buddy, can you grab my heavy cream out of the refrigerator for me? Sorry, milk product. I didn't want to bring it out until last minute. So I will kind of show you. This is just getting melted down, just so we can. Thank you so much, Bubba. All right, I am using the Publix brand heavy cream. You can use whichever heavy cream you want, but I am using the pint size. So this will actually make Alfredo sauce for about 3 to 4 people, unless you want to also serve it as an appetizer with some garlic bread. That goes really good together too. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in, and then that way, as this warms up, this will start to heat up as well and warm up. And I'm all about getting things done quickly, so I went ahead and started my water for my noodles. So that way, as soon as it starts boiling, we'll go ahead and get the noodles ready and get that done. Once I get this completely combined, then I'm gonna go ahead and start my vegetables. The vegetables that I'm using are mushrooms and spinach. You can use any kind of vegetables you want. I make it with broccoli, steamed broccoli. It's delicious with broccoli. You can make it with asparagus. You can make it, you don't even have to use chicken. We actually are gonna do grilled chicken today. You don't have to use chicken at all. You can do a whole vegetable medley with Alfredo sauce if you want. Or you can even, another thing you can do if you want to put shrimp with it, you could throw a little Old Bay into this mixture, into this Alfredo sauce, and you turn it into a seafood Alfredo. So just a little tip there. So basically right now, I'm just trying to get everything combined. Hopefully you guys can see this. And then as this is melting down, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my garlic powder. I have a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder. We're gonna go ahead and add that. And then I'm also gonna add in some dried parsley. It just gives it a very kind of a light flavor. It's really good. And then I also, if you want to keep stirring this for me, since you're just kind of helping me hang out here, I'm going to go ahead and put some salt in it. I like to do sea salt and everything. And I kind of gear it towards taste. When we put the Parmesan cheese in, it's also going to add a little salt, so you don't want to over salt it. You can always add more. You can never take it back. So, all right, let's just get this. And then another thing you want it to do is you want to bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, then we're gonna turn it down and then just kind of let it simmer while we make the vegetables. That's another way to make it extra. And you just kind of want to make sure everything's combining. If you start seeing little brown pieces, that's not your garlic powder, then you need to stir this quickly because you're scorching your milk, your heavy cream. So I'll kind of show you a little bit. You can kind of see what it's looking like. It's just still getting to the point where it needs to boil. So that'll be good. All right. Man, this thing's heating up fast. My water's already boiling. Okay. All right, so we're gonna let that simmer for just a few minutes. I am using my favorite pasta, which is Pasta Zara. They have angel here, they have linguine, they have spaghetti. This one is my favorite. It cooks in 6 minutes. So if you want a perfectly al dente pasta, you can go, woo. There's the steam for the boiling water. All right, Bubba, can you take this for me? Take this.
Oh, I thought you meant.
No. All right, so I break my pasta only because I feed this to my kids. So I break the pasta so that way it'll cook a little. It's not as big when they go to eat it. And then I just take my tongs, kind of stir it around. I set my timer, 6 minutes, and we'll have perfectly al dente angel hair pasta in about 6 minutes. All right, so you don't have to start your water boiling quite as fast as I did. I just didn't want it to make sure that we did not have to wait for that. Okay, so my Alfredo sauce is still waiting on it for it to come to a boil. I'm gonna go ahead and add in a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. So, and this is the part that makes it taste extra delicious, is the Parmesan. I'm using Fresh Market Parmesan cheese. You can use any kind. You can use Sargento, you can use freshly grated, you can use Fresh Market. They're kind of my go-to thing when I go there. And we're just gonna get this stirred in. And like I said, we just need to get this simmered and bring it to a boil. Thank you, Alexander. And as you're making the Alfredo sauce, you will see that it starts to thicken and your cream cheese is getting more and more melted. It's kind of, once this is good, just turn it down to a simmer and stir it every once in a while. Just keep it from burning. My kids are here, and as you can see, they're back there getting stuff. So,
Sorry, Mommy.
okay. All right. Does anyone have any questions or anything about anything that I'm doing that you're like, okay, well, I guess we're technically not savvy around here. We can't see the comments, so I apologize for that. All right, this pasta's looking good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get the vegetables started. I'll get the smoke out of the way in just a second. All right, so I'm gonna take the last 3 tablespoons of butter and go ahead and put those in here. Get this on. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this melted. Watch out, baby. got 3 more minutes on this pasta, and then I'll get this heat out of the way. Now, I salt my pasta. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I salt my pasta, and so then that way it just has extra flavor whenever you get in there. Okay, so I know you probably can't really see this, but my Alfredo sauce is starting to bubble up. And let's see. Okay, if you want to try to do that without knocking it into the water. As you can see, it's kind of starting to bubble. So we just got to keep moving it around so that way it does not burn. Like I said, we do not want it to scorch. And then you'll be able to tell as you're stirring it, it may even start to kind of rise up out of the pot. Turn the heat down when it does that, because you do not want, like I said, you don't want Alfredo all over your stove top. Even though these glass tops are a little easier to clean than the coils, you never know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this down some, so that way we do not have that happen to us. All right. And we're just gonna let that simmer. Alexander, can you give me a spoon? I wanna taste this and just make sure I'm not missing anything.
Sure, no problem.
Sure, Mom. Can I taste?
Okay, no. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Okay. We are good. I like it really cheesy. So I am gonna add just a little bit more of the Parmesan cheese because I don't think you can go wrong with this. Plus it's gonna make it just a little bit thicker. So just a little bit more of the
We
cheese.
like thick around here.
All right, so let's do that. Let's just add a little bit. And if you want to get your kids involved and you want them to help you, you can have them help stir a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of, we're going to go ahead and get the vegetables started. So let's get, first thing I'm going to do is put my garlic in. I'm going to saute the garlic just a little bit. I like toasted garlic on just about everything. So I have about 3 tablespoons of butter in here and my garlic, and I'm going to go ahead and saute that. And then, like I said, I'm gonna do white button mushrooms. I cut these. You can also buy them sliced, and that way you could get it through even faster. I know, he's off the chain, so if you can hear him, John, I see that. I can't see the comments. Okay, can you deliver me some for dinner? We'll work on that. Now, Mr. Helpful here, as you can see, just got some on the stove. So, yeah. Buddy's learning. So if it happens, let me see. Just wipe it up. Try not to shut your thing off. Okay. Thank you, Bubba.
Why'd you do that?
Appreciate it.
You're welcome, Mom. Why'd you do that?
Okay. This sauce is coming out good. Now it is still a little bit liquidy, so you want it to saute even a little bit more. Okay. So our pasta is done. So I'm gonna quickly throw this in the thing.
No, not now. We're
Hello.
Sorry about that. Next week will be better. All right, let's shut this timer off. These fancy ovens, I don't know how we're gonna. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the mushrooms in. The mushrooms take the longest, and if I'm using spinach, and it takes just a couple of seconds to melt down, so we'll do that last. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt on this. I salt everything, just so you know. Every layer of food that you make, you have to season it, or whenever you're eating it, it's gonna be like, oh, well, that mushroom could have had a little salt to it. And just by doing that, you will actually make a huge difference in your dish. So mushrooms will actually add some, they will start to sweat in here, and so they will add a little bit of juice. If you see that your vegetables are getting a little bit stuck or sticky or it's burning, you can put a little bit of water or a little bit of white wine. whichever one you prefer. I use white wine a lot, white cooking wine a lot, just because it adds an extra depth of flavor to your cooking. Sherilyn said, hi, Alexander. Say hi, Miss Sherilyn.
Hi, Miss Shirley.
Thank you, guys. I'm so happy to see all of you on here. All right, so this Alfredo is just about there.
Good.
Yes. So let's see. Let's just get these mushrooms cooked down a little bit more. And this whole meal will probably take, because I am grilling the chicken. The chicken, usually I cook it for about 20 minutes. I do not like raw chicken. I want to make sure my chicken's fully cooked. I do 10 minutes on both sides, and then it usually comes out perfect. You can pan saute your chicken with a little salt and pepper and lemon, and that comes out really tasty. Or you can even take rotisserie chicken, shred it up, and even from the night before or from that day, and after you make your vegetables, you can toss it in the pan really quick to heat it up. And then there you go. You saved yourself another 20 minutes just not cooking chicken, using leftover chicken. Okay, so these mushrooms are just about there. I like mine with a little bit of brown spots on them. That way they just add extra flavor. I like lots of flavor, lots and lots of flavor. All right. Let's see, this is almost good. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit more. I usually let it sit on low while I finish everything off. And as you can see, it's starting to get thicker. It's still a little bit loose, but that cream cheese, as it boils more, that cream cheese helps to solidify it. Okay, so I have fresh spinach. That's also gonna add a little bit of juice here. And I'm just gonna tear it because, you know, spinach, hold on. Ooh, almost sneezed. Spinach will actually reduce down very quickly. So I just tear this. And you can use as much or as little as you want. Spinach isn't my kids' favorite thing to eat. Oddly enough, they love broccoli. So I do broccoli a lot. But Alexander, my taste tester, is going to get to try spinach, mushrooms, which he loves.
Yes, I love this.
Not really. He's just being nice.
Wait, no, I actually.
You do like them?
I
You
do
like them?
mushrooms,
Okay.
yeah. I do like
All right.
spinach and mushrooms. I don't know about that though.
Oh, well, you're about to taste
Maybe
it.
if you put it all together, maybe it'll taste better.
Yeah, it'll taste good. So our pasta's ready. Our vegetables are just about ready. And I think our, let's see, our sauce is just about there. Watch out, baby.
Smells like mac and cheese.
I have a really good macaroni and cheese recipe also. It tastes like gourmet macaroni and cheese, like if you were at J. Alexander's. Aunt Tabitha said she's very excited for you and proud of you for helping me today.
Thank you, Tabitha.
All right. Let's see. Okay, I think it is pretty much there. All right. So let's get our vegetables. So I am actually going to take the same bowl that I put the spinach in, and I'm going to drop my vegetables in it just to make it a little easier when I go to plate it. If you don't have time for all that, you can actually do your vegetables and all your plating right from your stove. This is a hot pan, so let's put that there. All right, so our vegetables are cooked. As you can see, there's still a little bit of stem and stuff to them, but they're cooked perfectly. All right, so let's bring our Alfredo over and we will plate this. This went way faster. Look, almost 20 minutes and we have chicken Alfredo, restaurant style.
Here you go,
Oh,
Mommy.
thanks, Bubba. Here's our grilled chicken. Cooked on a splash. All right, baby, hand me the tongs. I need the tongs. Yes. All right, and then hand me the spoon that I was using. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this plated. All right, our pasta stuck up a little bit, but let's, watch out, move. Not that one, The pink one, baby. The pink one I was using though. Now, something you can do is if your pasta gets a little sticky because you cooked it too fast like I did, we can run it under a little bit of warm water and it'll loosen up really fast. I know Rachel Ray says don't do that, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's some hard fried chicken. That's hard fried chicken.
It's not fried chicken.
Cooked, right?
All right.
Grilled.
All right, here's our pasta. Try to make it nice and
There we go.
like we're professionals. All right, so I am gonna cut the chicken. I have these awesome knives that my husband bought me. All right, and they are super sharp. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this chicken cut. I am gonna cut it into like small strips. And so that way, get it on the way I like it. We can just go ahead and put it on there. All right, I'm just gonna cut probably half of it right now, just so we can get this onto the plate. Now, another thing you can do, grab me the salt and pepper. Another thing that you can do is I like to salt my noodles because in case they didn't get salty enough in the thing, I just throw a little salt on them just so you have enough. And then we're gonna put let's do the vegetables. We'll put the vegetables on first. So just a little bit of the vegetables, however much you want. If you're making a big old plate of it, then just do it up. All right, so here's it with the vegetables. And we're gonna go ahead and add the chicken. Are you excited?
Yes.
All right, so there is the chicken, the vegetables, the noodles. Now we have to put our beautiful, I wish I could see this, but yeah, just tilt it down some. So then we have the sauce. It's perfectly, can you see it? Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and just drizzle this right on top. And I don't know, I don't think you can ever have too much Alfredo sauce. All right, stick it down. I'm gonna put some cracked pepper on it. And there you have it. Chicken Alfredo, made at home. All right, Alexandra, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, I just kind of move it around because I like mine. And these noodles, I'm telling you, 6 minutes, they are cooked perfectly. We're gonna put everything on this bite to make sure. Okay, come on. Open wide. Come on. I gotta stop using him as a, come over. Food all over his face. All right, let me try it too, because I know. What do you think? Is it good? Mm-hmm. Yeah? So you guys have got to try this. Check out my Lady Food Boss Facebook page. I have the full recipe on there. And then I think this video will actually stay up for a few. And you can try it too.
No, this is actually better than I expected it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Stay tuned. Make sure you follow me on Lady Food Boss Facebook page. And we will have another video next week. So you can put in the comments. You can go through my page and see if there's a recipe that you'd like me to go ahead and make. If not, then I'll surprise you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We're so excited. Our first ever live Facebook with Lady Food Boss. All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Have a blessed weekend.